Before Aunt stood up for her chair and went to Jungkook's room, Uncle held her hand and made her sit on the seat again. Then they started feeding Aunt, making morsels with their hands. Aunt Han was eating for Uncle's hand, but was also saying that, "You're right." But still, her eyes were toward Jungkook's room because she knew he won't be eat anything. And it just so happened he didn't eat anything. Another problem was that if Taehoon liked anything, Jungkook bought that for himself. He still went to his father's office and used his own car. He didn't let anyone enter in his room. His room was quite big and suspicious. There is another room within a room. No one else knew about that other room. Even the maid was not allowed to go and clean that room. That room was always locked. Uncle Kim also had a car, but he had driven by a driver. I had been there for 10 days, but during that time, I had not even seen Jungkook talking directly. He used to fight and get confused over every little thing, and I get scared because of that behavior. Perhaps I was not only the one who had seen my parents only love and love, so I don't know person behavior at all. He was always angry and do not tolerate any single thing. He gone to gym and will come back before the evening, and in that time, he will bring you a book for the library. I don't want to face that rude person. I don't like him at all. I'm asking you to go to his room. Not for forever. Just go and get the keys. Anyway, this house is not only his, but also my father. Just he's the one to right over everything. I also have that right too. Understood? Now go and get the keys. I'll see how he stop you. The car is not only his, but also auntie's. And now she is my father's wife. So everything that belonged to her has belonged ours. Only this Jungkook was spoiled everything. This is a matter between you guys. But why should I go to his room? Then don't go. Anyway, you had to go to the library. I didn't. I didn't know why. But I was afraid to go to his room. I thought he had just gone to the gym and would not come before 2 hours. But it was my bad. When I went to get the key for his room and he arrived there, I get scared and come out of the room. When I came out, Taehoon was looking at me angrily. I told you before, I don't want to go to his room. You'll just see what I do with him at night. What do you mean? What does he think of himself? He does not have the right over everything. Taehoon, you don't need to do anything because of me. You just keep quiet. At night, when Uncle came home, Taehoon went to his room. I don't know what happened between them, but when Aunt Han came out of the room, she was very angry. She went straight to Jungkook's room. Jungkook, give me the car keys. I bought it for you. Why should I do this? It's come from my father's money. It was said that Aunt Han was slapped on his face. Jungkook, what do you want to prove by saying all these things all the time? I want to prove that I hate your husband. I hate his son and their relatives. Jungkook, apologize to Taehoon. You have misbehaved with him. But he refused. Taehoon was standing there and smiling at me. When I looked at him, he said, "Look, what a strong slap he received on his face. But are you doing all this because of me? Don't involve me in this problem. I never asked Jungkook to apologize to me." Chill, Tae. He wasn't going to say you anything. See how he apologizes. His stubbornness will come to the rest. I don't know what was going on between Taehoon. I was about to say something to him when the door of his room was open and he stood in front of me with very angrily. I took 2 or 4 steps back because that halted eyes he was looking at me. Then he said, "I'm sorry." He took my hand and placed the car key firmly on my palm and went back to his room. Aunt Han come to me and said, "Son, keep this and go wherever you want to. It won't stop you in the future." No, Aunt, I will go with the driver. Please, keep this case. I didn't want anything to upset because of me. No, son. Now you can take this car and go wherever you want. She wiped the tears from the corner of her eyes and then went to Uncle's room. Seeing how he was straight up, I know how to get rid of his arrogance. Dear cousin, you know, he has another room in his room. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what treasure he had hiding there. You do not let any maid go there. I want to see what this idiot had keep that. Taehoon, it has its own privacy. Why do you try to penetrate it? He came and sat near me and said, Tae, if you want, you can make him do anything. You can bend him at your feet. I saw Taehoon and was surprised. I'm telling the truth. You have no idea of your beauty. I didn't understand. What are you trying to say? Look how boring life is. There should be some adventure in it. What do you think? We were used to doing mischief behavior towards since childhood. I still didn't understand what you said. Just by showing a little love, you can make him open that room. If you find out what is there, I will give you whatever you want. You don't even know how rich Aunt Han is. Her first husband owned all the property, which is now in the name of Aunt. And after Mary, it is obvious that everything belongs to my father, and everything that belongs to my father is mine. I just want to get rid of his arrogance. I want to see what's in his room that he doesn't let anyone in. What can I do about it now? See, you're beautiful. Just show the love, and he will fall in love with you very soon. As soon as you start to feel your love, you have to ask him to open the door and see that room. I have no interest in doing all this. It will be fun, Theon. Look, your time will pass very well. Theon, I didn't like it. Oh, let it be, Theon. I know you're afraid that if I don't do all this, I'm not afraid. But the truth was that I was really afraid of Jungkook. But do not want to show my weakness to Taehoon. If you're not afraid, then shake my hand and promise me. I don't know, but why I promised Taehoon. I had made a promise, but I know I won't be able to keep it. Jungkook couldn't even talk to me and never even looked at me.